So every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, I do a group call with the members of one of my communities, Identity Alchemy. And last night on that call, one of the members, Vanessa, asked a question, and she was asking me how I would deal with clients who are reluctant to take risks or make long-term commitments, financial investments, etc. in a service or a product or anything, due to the current climate, whether it's due to the cost of living crisis, fuel prices going up, energy prices, etc., or due to the war in the Middle East and things like that. Now, the thing that I wanted all of my members to really focus on last night is the fact that all of those things that are being listed as the reasons for why people are unwilling to do things are all uncontrollable variables that none of us have got control over, right? We cannot control the economy. We can't change the cost of fuel. We can't change what's going on in the Middle East. So focusing on it, worrying about it, reading about it, listening to other people talk about it, caring about it is pointless, because it doesn't matter how much time and energy and focus you put into any of those issues, nothing is going to change. Absolutely nothing about the issue. Those problems will continue to play out however they're going to play out, whether you care about it as much as you possibly can or not. So it remains unchanged. However, if you put that much time, that much effort into caring about it, your life will change. The quality of your life, the way that you feel mentally and emotionally, it will change. It will affect your sleep, it will affect your appetite, it will affect your business, it will affect the way that you show up in content, it will affect the way that you interact with your clients and your family and your friends. Everything about your life can change. There will be people, I guarantee there will be people who have ruined their lives by caring disproportionately, wholly, about things that they have got no control over whatsoever. Absolutely no control. So what is the fucking point? Explain that to me. Make it make sense in any way, shape or form, where there is any point in caring about something that you cannot control the outcome of. And that is what I wanted my members to really understand last night. If you don't have control over it, if you cannot influence the outcome of something, then do not care about it. Stop thinking about it. Stop focusing about it. If somebody wants to strike up a conversation with you about it, just be like, I don't care. It means nothing to me. I don't care about that thing. I care about me and mine. I care about my partner. I care about my children, my clients, the members of my communities. My businesses, those are the things that I care about. My home, making sure the inside of my home is as I want it to be, making sure that it's as clean and as tidy as I want it to be, making sure that the food that I eat is the right food for me so that I can look and feel the way that I want to look and feel. I want to make sure that I'm controlling the content that I'm consuming when I'm on YouTube, when I'm on Instagram, etc., because I care about the way that my mind works. I care about the way that I think and feel. So I can control those things by what I choose to influence myself with, by choosing what I expose myself to. And if something that is being shown to me, whether it is through social media or not, makes me feel in a way that I don't want to feel, then I'm not going to continue exposing myself to it. I will make a diligent effort to either avoid it or actively try to change my algorithm on those apps so that I no longer see it. I will block accounts. I will signal to the algorithm. I will hit the 3 little dots. I will choose that I'm not interested, in the hopes that it will show me less of that in the future. That is being pragmatic. I'm taking control of what I can control as much as I can, because some people might say, yeah, but if you do that, if you select that you're not interested or it's irrelevant or whatever, it's only going to change the algorithm a little bit. Yeah, but even if I've only got 10% control over what I end up seeing on social media, which that isn't true, it's a lot more than that, but let's say 10% is all I can control, I'm going to control 100% of that 10%. I'm not going to leave anything to chance. And that's the point. If there is something in your life that you have got 100% control over, do everything that you can to control 100% of it. If there is something that you've got 50% control over, do everything that you can to control 100% of that 50%. always do as much as you possibly can, because that is going to benefit your life more than anything else will. And anything that falls into the category where your worry, your concern, your obsession with it has 0% impact, stop fucking caring about it, because that thing will remain unchanged forever, but your life won't. As I said, there will be people who have ruined their lives because they've cared about things that they had no control over, and that is something that I have seen over and over and over again through my 22 years of coaching. People who focus disproportionately on the uncontrollable do so because the controllable things in their life aren't being controlled. There's a direct correlation between the two. If everything you can control is being controlled, you don't have time to fucking obsess over irrelevant shit. That's just the fucking way it works. It's so simple and so logical. Because, I need to do something with my children. But I want to spend time worrying about a war in the Middle East that I've got no control over. I can't, because I'm busy. I've got more important shit to do with my time. My brain is occupied with something else that's actually going to improve the quality of my life. Try it. Even if you just do it for a week. Just commit for the next 7 days. Anytime I think about something that is not in my hands to control, I'm going to push it out, and I'm going to divert my focus, my mind back to something that I have got complete control over. And I promise you faithfully, your life will improve within the week. Within the week. I speak to so many people through my businesses. I'm overwhelmed. This is, I can't cope. I feel like I'm burning out. Why? I'm really busy. Doing what? And then when they actually break it down, because I've got this obsession with asking people for proof, show me the evidence. Show me why you are as burnt out as you claim to be. Show me what it is that you're doing that has got you so fucking exhausted, so burnt out. What are you doing? And the thing is, most of them are just spending too much of their time focusing on shit that they cannot control, and it is exhausting them mentally and emotionally. That's what it is. And then because of all of that exhaustion that they're causing themselves by what they choose to give their time to, they then don't have the energy that is required to focus on the things that are completely within their control. So doing little things in their life feels like a huge task. It feels monumental. It's exhausting to them because they're not making the necessary focus on those things. They're not prioritizing shit in the right order. And that's what needs to be done. So for you, if you are one of those people, if you feel overwhelmed and you feel exhausted all the time and you feel that everything about life is difficult, I promise you faithfully, you're spending too much time focusing on shit that doesn't move the needle in your life. Because when you do, when you spend time, everything that you do in the day is something that moves the needle of your life in the right direction. You finish the day feeling productive. You cannot end a productive day feeling overwhelmed. Nobody has ever got to the end of a really productive day where they've ticked everything off their list and they've moved the needle in the right direction and sat down and gone, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. You don't feel that. You end the day and you're like, I fucking crushed it today. In fact, I don't actually feel tired. You feel energized. You feel great because you've done everything that you could for yourself that day to make your life better. It's so simple. It's so straightforward. It really is. I can't impress this enough. I really can't. Just stop focusing on shit that isn't yours to focus on. Become obsessed with your own life, with your health, with your mental health, your physical health, your family's health, your finances, your job, your improvements, your skill set, learning new things. Become obsessed with your own life. If it is to do with you, put everything into it. If it isn't for you, stop giving a shit, and I promise you faithfully, your life will get so much better in such a short period of time. And if this is the sort of thing that you struggle with, if this is the sort of thing that you need to improve, the link in the description is for the school community that I've just been talking about, that I do the weekly call for. because even just being on those calls is massively beneficial for the members who show up for them. But on top of that, you've got the community, you've got the course, where I go into even more detail about these things, and I give you the pathway that you need to follow to actually start doing this properly. You know, it's okay talking to you about it, but showing you how to do it, that's where the real change is going to come from. And that's what you find when you go into the school community and you go into the classroom. So if this is something that you know that you need to improve, and it's something that you want to improve, and you want the quality of your life to increase, then click the link, sign up, and I will see you in there. Every single day you can ask me questions in the community and I will answer you directly, and it is going to be me and me alone who is answering the question. Some of the members, they might put their 2 pence in, they might share their thoughts, their feelings, but I promise you, if you ask a question in my community, I personally will respond to you.